this month so far your gain to loss ratio is 80%. Do
Yeah,
you realize how good is that?
pretty neat, bro. It
Do
really,
you realize how good is that?
it's
And just
pretty
so you can
crazy.
see, those are every single one of your trades. Look at that.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna show you my TradeZilla. So this was my percentage rate when I wasn't doing anything, and then this is my net right here.
Damn.
This was
Okay.
back before risk management, man.
Okay, so let's
Option.
see. So 2021, 2021 November, you started with $500 and then you blew up everything. By
Yeah, man.
2023, everything was gone.
Exactly, bro. I'm still saying, it's been like I said, it's a constant learning game.
Yeah.
And like my risk factor is 0.5. It's not even above one. Average
Okay.
loss is like I lost more than I'll gain. You see, I lost more,
Yeah.
and my trade percentage was 40 compared to this, which is 77. And I'm actually
Oh,
trading.
Eric, so when we started working and whatnot, what was your experience when you were trading by yourself? And how many years were you trading by yourself before you found me and we started working with trading itself?
So I've been trading since like the pandemic, bro. I started
Yeah.
getting like options, streaming around, but I never took it serious until about like 2022. But I got
Yeah.
introduced to trading around the pandemic. So I
Okay.
started off with options, man. I saw a couple videos on YouTube. My first ever course, I bought it from this guy. He was an options trader, and well, he had the right idea, but like I think 4 or 5 months later, he shut the website down, and I lost access to the course. So I
Oh,
lost.
that is fucked.
Yeah, so I lost $2,000 right there, man. I
I
paid two.
never knew this, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, bro. And well, I mean, I did study the course. Like I was like studying nonstop, and
Yeah.
really like it's just the options. The like when you learn options, there's different parts to it. There's delta, gamma. There's endpoint volatility. Certain type of volatility that a lot of people don't realize that they see on social media. Oh, they're making $2,000 off of $300, but they don't realize that sometimes it's like a lottery hit.
Yeah, so the thing with options, the thing that a lot of people don't know about options or day trading itself is that first of all, you got to be behind the computer 24/7. You got to
Exactly.
be monitoring the screens and the charts. Make sure that it doesn't hit your stop loss. And besides that, there's many different factors that is going to contribute to you losing money rather than you making money. So that's
Exactly.
why I do not recommend anyone, especially a beginner, to start with options or day trading, because the incentive is that they see on social media, oh, this guy made $5,000 today, said $3,000, $10,000. So I want to make as much money as possible, right? So in reality, they don't understand that they should be actually learning a proper system, a proper guidance from someone who already went through the trial and error and everything on the back end, so they can expedite the process of them trying to pretty much get from 0 to 1,000 in just one day, and they should just learn the process. And once they finally have the process, and at that point they can scale, scale the account from $500 to 1,000, 3, 4, 5,000.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. So and yeah, and I went in and out like that for like 2 years. I got into options. I'll lose like $2,000-3,000 in 4 or 5 months. And really, it was just exactly what you said. Like I'll show up and I'll day trade on a 1 minute candle. Like I'll trade on a 1 minute time frame. And man, it sucks because when you're very emotional and you see money moving up and down, you just want to close.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think
So before we continue, bro, you said that you were trading on a 1 minute candle,
yeah,
right?
I was, man. I was trading on a 1 minute candle for like a year straight.
So before anything, now, what type of chart we use for us to trade
So we use the daily, man. As we're really
daily?
arguing, like the daily is more of a less. It's less mental if you really look at it.
Yeah.
And I knew that from beginning, but I never like understood. Like I had a real good strategy
Yeah.
on like trading as a swing trader. And
Yeah.
that's what the when you trade stocks, then you're on a daily. You swing trade a lot, and it's
Yeah.
really good for your mental, especially like when it comes to risk management and stuff like that. But yeah, bro, I was trading on a 1 minute, 5 minute. Sometimes I had a friend of mine that was trading with me. He still trades a little bit, but he was trading on a 50 seconds.
Oh, there's no way,
He
bro.
would lose money left
Yo, this
and
is
right.
the this is the first time that you're telling me this. 50
Yeah, bro.
seconds.
Yeah,
Yo,
man. It was
so
a 30-second candle on TradeStation. Like the
okay.
broker, interactive broker, they have 30-second candles.
Oh, bro, that's even worse.
And
Okay,
you will
so
lose so much
so
money,
so
bro.
so what made you trying to find someone who already knows the knowledge and who already has a proper record for you to actually expedite your process and pretty much for you to become profitable?
Well, bro, so really it was just really the right it was just a I guess at the right time because man, like during that week, like I stopped trading because I got into the military, I went through basic training and stuff like that. And I was
Yeah,
like, man, I'm tired of trading options, futures. I don't have the money for it right now. And also I have to buy funded accounts. I want to start trading shares.
yeah,
And out of nowhere, like I know I've talked to you before a couple of times through Airbnb, but I saw
yeah,
he was trading shares, bro, and I was like, dang, maybe he has a good strategy for me to trade shares because I want to get into shares. I know it's less stressful, and even in the long run, like trading shares is really the way to go. Like I've heard that from a lot of other people. Like when you trade shares, you have to have a little bit more capital, but you make more, and your risk management is well better. Like it's better. You're able to manage your risk better when it comes to shares.
yeah. So before that, you said that you were trading for 2 years. You were blowing up accounts. You were
Yeah,
never
man, left and
profitable.
right.
Yeah.
I
So
even
what
got some forex a little bit, man, and blue counts there.
what made you pull the trigger? Because as you probably know, there's many other different coaches. Why pull the trigger on swing trading?
It's because I met you in person. I shook your hand. I had a small conversation with you. I don't know if you remember me or not, but I
No, no,
had a
yeah, I remember. I'm telling
yeah,
you that day. For the ones that don't know, for the ones that are watching this video, me and Eric, we actually met in person back in 2024. We had a networking event with me and one of my old business partners. His name is Rid Abedini. It was a Airbnb slash real estate, I guess, connection or networking event, and that's where I met him. So yeah, pretty much that's where everything started. He followed me on Instagram, and then it wasn't until 2025 October that we started working together, right?
yeah, bro. And really, that's what really like gave me the confidence. Like, hey, man, maybe he's gonna help me out a little bit more. I shook his hand. I know that he's legit. I know he's not like gonna sell me like a course or just leave me because because if he's in with like these people and he's like he's for real and I shook his hand. Really, I met him in person. Maybe he does have a strategy that works.
Yeah. So far, you've been trading with me for the past what 3 months, right? Three,
Yeah, three
four
months,
months
man.
maybe. How's everything looking on your end? How has everything turned 180? And pretty much what type of lessons have you learned so far?
Really, the what really turned with me, man, is sticking to a plan, bro. Because I
Yeah.
have the strategy we went over that one time we started talking.
Yeah.
I write it down in my notebook, my trading notebook. Let me pull it out.
Damn, you're even ready, bro. That's what I love to see, bro. Hell
I
yeah.
have a trading notebook right here,
Yeah. For
and
the for the ones that don't know, I'm telling you, I keep my students accountable. This is my trading notebook right here.
yeah, I have a trading notebook, bro, and I write it down like all the things, like the strategy, the simple moving averages, when it breaks. I write down all the things we do, the volume, the risk management, and I go by that, like every single detail, and I go by it every time I look. Even when I just trade off my phone quick, I have a
Yeah.
picture of it, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, if
Hell
Brian's
yeah.
signal, then it follows all the rules I have here. And I go in, I look at the chart quick, and I'm like, okay, the volume's good. I just got to do the risk management.
Yeah. And what do you think about, first of all, what do you think about the whole strategy? But mainly, what do you think about the whole, I'll say the whole networking circle that we have and the group chat that we have every morning? Because we live trade every morning. What do you think about it? How do you think about the community?
Man, it's pretty good that you have somebody that's live trading with you every day, man. Because a lot of times, a lot of mentors, they'll live trade, but then again, they'll live trade for like a week. I had one guy, I got on live trade with him for a week, and then he disappeared. Yeah,
We've been live trading every day since October, bro.
it's crazy, man. So, it's really good to have a mentor that's always like teaching you step by step. You know, that's one thing that I actually appreciate, bro, that you're always there teaching us step by step. And even if it's the same process, the same strategy that we do it, you show it to us every single day. And sometimes
Yes.
even me, I'm not on the live almost every day because of work, but when I am on there, it's the same process and it's the same rules that we follow and the same risk management. So that shows us that hey, the strategy works if you follow the same rules and if you don't break your rules. That's what I really like about our little group. It's the same rules and we never break them.
Yeah, because when it comes to trading, a lot of people think that they're supposed to be adding many different charts, many different screens, many different indicators. At the end of
Exactly.
the day, they're just gonna confuse themselves, and they're not gonna be able to know where the chart is gonna go, either left or right. And one thing that I actually have with every single one of my students, even with you, I always keep everyone accountable. I always tell them, hey, listen, you got to put your stop at this point. You got to make sure that this gets done. You got to make sure that we're going at this with the we see this amount of volume or requirements, and I make sure that even if you don't get it, I'm pretty much gonna go the extra mile to show you exactly how it gets done. Like this morning, we had. I mean, I'm not trying to pretty much detour from the conversation, but this morning, Kevin had a question about how to set up a stop loss on the stock that we were buying, and that took a little bit of time, and well, we could have been buying other stocks, but that's pretty much what we pretty much focus. It's keeping everyone accountable, so pretty much no one
Exactly.
blows up their account. And you mentioned something that is really important. The simplest that you actually put your trading setup, it's going to be the best thing that you can possibly do, and that is due to the fact that you can just enter and forget about the trade, because that's exactly what we do, right?
Exactly, right. Exactly what I do. Like I'll go in, like you said, I set my stop loss. I buy market because we buy market. We don't buy limit, you know,
Yeah,
at the stop loss, and I let the trade go, you know. And I look at it like maybe at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The trades 90% of the time the trades in green. I mean, in the market is very choppy right now. SPY is like a very choppy indicator
yeah,
right now. But really, most of the time we're in the green, and that's me trading with $1,000 only.
yeah. Okay,
Yes.
so now pretty much going back into it. So he started trading with $1,000, and this is one of the major questions that a lot of people tell me: how much money do I need for me to start trading? And this is a clear example why you don't need a lot of money or a lot of capital. Because once again, what you need is to learn the proper strategy, and once you become profitable, that's when you can start scaling your portfolio. Now, with Eric, what we're gonna do is pretty much we're gonna scale his portfolio to, who knows, if he's got more money, we're gonna put more money down, and at the end of the day, his portfolio is gonna grow. But what we focus is on limiting our losses and maximizing our profits, and in return, by byproduct, we're gonna be able to make more money. So by me saying that, you started with, I mean, I'm gonna let you talk, and your end, you started with $1,000, and how much money, percentage wise, how much have we made?
So I started with $1,000, and so far I'm up like I guess you could see right here on my account I'm up 28%. And this was
Yeah,
back, I started with 250, and then I put in 1,000, and then I started like it did not go up. We took a little downhill on January because of the spy, but it kept going
yeah,
up. We started scaling more and more and more, and that's due to the strategy and just letting the market be, letting your stop loss be, and
yeah.
just following the rules, and it just started trailing. So yeah,
Okay.
this is my first
Now,
profitable month.
yeah. So, okay. So once again, first profitable month after 2 years of blowing up accounts.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's crazy, man. First profitable month, I'm actually up, pretty good, 28%. You know, really, I've never made 300 bucks. I've never had a green month like this. It's pretty interesting. And
Yeah,
it's interesting to do it with shares because I always thought I was going to do it with options.
yeah. Because that's the thing. Options is so pretty much it goes up and down. You don't even know what's going on, and it's so volatile that everything is against you. Even the S&P 500, which is where conventionally majority of traders, or not only majority of traders, a lot of people just go out and they dump their money, their life savings into the stock market, pretty much as the S&P 500, and they make what, like 8 to 10% every 12 months, right?
Yeah, man.
That's 365 days. We were able to make 28% in just 3 months.
Yeah,
We're outpacing the S&P 500.
that's pretty neat, bro. If you ask me, and doing it with shares and doing it with like $1,000, to me,
Yeah.
it's pretty neat to me.
No,
Especially,
so no, my bad. Keep going.
no, go ahead. Especially with the type of market we're in right now. That's what really surprises me.
For the ones that don't know, you guys can pretty much go out and look the S&P 500. Pretty much February 10th. My bad. The market is actually somewhat really choppy, extremely choppy. I'm not gonna lie, but we're still making money.
Yeah, I'm still making pretty good money, man. That's what really is a good shocker. Not a shock, but a really good like that you see that the strategy that we use actually works even in a choppy market.
Eric is up 28% the last 3 months. In the last 3 months, I'm only up 22%. So he's pretty much outpacing me as well. So once again, it doesn't. I mean, you can pretty much have your 2 cents on this, but it doesn't really matter how much money you make as a percentage. After that, you can easily scale your account to who knows 2,000, 3, 4, 5, even $10,000 and make more money out of that.
Exactly. And yeah, this is a live account. That's
Oh
one thing.
yeah.
Like, these are not. This is an actual live
Oh,
account. Chop
yeah.
swap.
So you want to know something funny? I never, ever, ever got a funded account because I didn't know how they worked. And back then, when I was coming up in trading back in 2020, well, to my understanding, I don't think there were funded accounts back then. And plus, back then, I made my first $100,000 through trading, so I had the ability to actually go out and blow everything out and back into the stock market with the same capital that I made. Uh, but yeah, bro. I mean, any last words that you probably have? Anything that you got to say at all, bro?
Really, man, if you want to get into trading, find you a mentor that's actually going to help you, and really try. This is a long game. A lot of times people realize that it's a get rich quick scheme, but it's not, man. I've been working on this for 4 years, still not there yet. So it's a long game. It's like a skill that you learn. It's gonna, it takes you a while to learn, but it sets you up for life. Later on for life. So look at it like trying to like building yourself. Because at the end of the day, this is a very statistical market. We're all it's a what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you could say you never know what the market's going to give you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
we're in
No,
a
no,
very
no, no one knows what's gonna happen. If it's gonna go up, it's gonna
exactly.
go down.
So yeah, just take your time, learn the fundamentals. Learn risk management is the big one. I didn't really realize it till I started taking it a lot serious. Risk management is really big, and like you said, protect your assets. You're trying to see how much you can protect while making gains. That's really the big turning point.
Yeah. So we don't really believe it or not, we do not focus on making money. We focus on protecting our capital.
Exactly.
By me telling you that is that we focus on how much money we're able to lose. We don't focus on how much money we're able to make because at the end of the day, if we protect our capital by byproduct, we're gonna make money. And we
Exactly.
don't really care because at the end of the day, the main goal was to protect our capital, and then after that, we just make money. If we make money, we make money, and that's exactly what's going on.
Exactly, bro. And really, like you said, if we make money, you make money. It's just the byproduct of your discipline. Really, it's just the byproduct of your discipline. How well you can stick to a strategy.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, brother, 100%. Anything else that you might want to share? Any hidden gems, anything like that? Nothing.
And just, man, just like I said, it takes time, bro. Really, this is a learning process, and pick you a good mentor. Brian's a pretty solid dude. He's been in the market for a while. He knows what he's doing. As you can see, me and my account, I've been trading for a couple, and you just need that extra little boost from someone that's actually doing it with real money and real account.
Yeah, yeah. All good, brother. Once again, brother, really appreciate you for everything. If you have any questions, please just reach out to my phone.
For
But yeah,
sure, bro.
bro. Yeah, no worries. Other than that, have a good day, brother.
Appreciate it, bro. You as well, man.